Coming up on Sports Tavern Talk, Baker Mayfield just pulled another comeback victory out of his treasure chest, and we have the latest updates on injuries around the NFL. All that and more, starting now. Welcome to Sports Tower Talk. I'm your host, Elijah Loyola. I don't know if it's just me, but is the NFL getting weirder and weirder? Teams lately are now kicking in high gear, but I think we just witnessed the upset of the season. Heading out to Huntington Bank Field, we got the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns facing off. We start in the fourth quarter where rookie running back Quinshon Judkins gets the ball and breaks free. He gets shoved out of bounds inside the Green Bay 30-yard line after a huge 38-yard run. Later on the drive, quarterback Joe Flacco finds the rookie tight end Harold Fannin Jr. for the catch as he breaks multiple tackles and goes for a 14-yard gain and gets Cleveland a new set of downs. Browns kicker Andre Schmitz comes out and makes a 35-yard field goal to bring it to a 7-point game with less than 4 minutes on the clock. Cleveland would need a stop in order to have a chance to make a comeback, and they did get that chance. As quarterback Jordan Love leads the offense on the field, he makes a bad throw, and it gets picked off by cornerback Grant Delpit as he returns it inside the 10-yard line and near the 5-yard line, setting up the offense with a first-and-goal opportunity. From first-and-goal at the 1, Flacco will hand it off to Judkins as he fights into the end zone to score his first career touchdown in his first career start and ties the game. Heading into the ensuing Packers drive, Love will play fake and find tight end Tucker Kraft for the catch as he goes for a first down and more and is brought down outside the 20-yard line. With less than 30 seconds on the clock, Packers kicker Brandon McManus will go out and try a 43-yard field goal to win the game, but it gets blocked! And the Browns recover the ball near midfield, giving them one last chance to go out and win the game. With less than 12 seconds on the clock, Flacco, looking to win the game and get into field goal range, drops back and is going to find tight end David Njoku for the first down, but they have no timeouts and they're going to quickly spike the football with less than 2 seconds. For the final play of the game, Schmitz on a 55-yard field goal. It is up and it is good! Cleveland will upset Green Bay, winning 13-10 at home, getting their first win on the season. Switching to Lincoln Financial Field, the Los Angeles Rams take on the Philadelphia Eagles in a marquee matchup. In the first quarter, quarterback Matthew Stafford looks for wide receiver Devontae Adams, but it gets picked off by linebacker Zach Bond, and the Eagles offense will start inside the 40-yard line. On 4th and 2, quarterback Jalen Hurts will keep the ball on a design run as he breaks free and gets inside the 15-yard line, which will later set up a tush push into the end zone as the Eagles strike first midway into the first quarter. Late into the quarter, Stafford will play fake, drop back, and heave a deep ball to the end zone, this time finding Adams for a 44-yard touchdown. He finished with 3 catches for 56 yards and the touchdown. After the Rams scored 3 straight field goals to extend their lead in the second quarter, they start big in the second half as defensive end Jared Hurts lays a big hit on Hurts and pops the ball out. And the defense recovers the football at the 10-yard line, giving the Los Angeles the chance to extend their lead. After the Rams recover the fumble, Stafford will throw to running back Kyron Williams as he walks into the end zone and scores the touchdown, as the Rams continue to shine here in Philly. Down by 19 points, Hurts drops back and finds tight end Dallas Goedert over the middle and scores as he gets Eagles back on board thanks to a 33-yard throw from Hurts. Midway to the third quarter, Hurts, with time in the pocket, finds wide receiver Devontae Smith for the first down and is brought down near the 29-yard line. Late on the drive, Saquon Barkley had a quiet day, but he gets the handoff for another first down outside the Rams' 20-yard line. Hurts, on second and goal, will throw and find wideout A.J. Brown for the touchdown as he gets his first score on the season. With it now being a one-score game, LA looks to get back on the board as running back Blake Corum gets the ball and cuts back to the other side of the field as it goes for a 12-yard gain and a first down. With a third down in the red zone, Stafford throwing towards Adams, but it falls incomplete as the defense gets a big stop. Rams kicker Joshua Carter would then go out to try a 36-yard field goal for his fifth make of the day, but it gets blocked, and the Eagles special team recovers the football at the 17-yard line. With less than 9 minutes on the clock, Hurts finds Brown again as he makes a strong catch and breaks free for more yardage and is brought down near the 35-yard line as he looks like himself, finally getting the ball more often. Later on third down, guess who? Hurts finds Brown once again as he breaks a tackle and goes out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He finished with 109 yards and the touchdown. Fourth and goal, Hurts looks for Smith as he makes the catch and scores as Philadelphia takes the lead late in the fourth quarter. The Rams were able to get into field goal range to win the game. But again, the field goal is blocked by defensive line Jordan Davis, and he runs it all the way back as the Eagles make a huge comeback to win it 33-26. As week 3 concludes, this is a time where teams should already be figuring things out, and there were certainly some discoveries made, like the Carolina Panthers shutting out the Atlanta Falcons at home, or the Chicago Bears showing out on both sides of the ball as they beat the Dallas Cowboys to get their first win on the season. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are celebrating their 50th season as a franchise, and they are donning their new white creamsicle jerseys to showcase their history since 1976. The Bucs are 2-0 thanks to the heroic efforts of Baker Mayfield, who led game-winning drives in their back-to-back victories. On the other hand, the New York Jets are 0-2 and are looking to stir things up in a different direction. So let's jump right into the highlights. Heading to Tampa, Florida at Raymond James Stadium, we begin near the start of the second quarter, where Mayfield finds rookie wideout Emeka Egbuka on a one-handed snag past midfield into Jets territory. Egbuka was covered by star cornerback Sauce Gardner, but makes the incredible catch to hype up his rookie campaign. Later in the drive, Mayfield finds wide receiver Mike Evans as he scores his first touchdown on the season and gives the Bucs the 10-6 lead. Evans finished with 33 yards and the touchdown he scored against New York. On third down, quarterback Tyrod Taylor drops back and gets hit by safety Antoine Winfield Jr. as he strips the ball away, and defensive tackle Vita Vea recovers the ball outside the 30-yard line. Bucs kicker Chase McLaughlin comes out and makes a 33-yard field goal as Tampa comes away with points off the turnover, making it a 13-6 lead. On second down with less than 30 seconds to go, Taylor will throw to receiver Garrett Wilson, but instead it gets picked off by quarterback Jamel Dean as he returns it 55 yards for a defensive touchdown right before halftime. The lead now jumps to 20-6 as the Buccaneers get a big score and the defense celebrates by rowing the boat as Vita Vea in front of the helm. With the Bucs getting the ball to start the second half, Mayfield hands it off to running back Bucky Irving, who breaks through the middle of the field and is brought down at the 40-yard line. On second and 12, Mayfield finds Evans for a first down as he works against Gardner. Mayfield finished with 233 yards through the air and the lone touchdown pass to Evans. McLaughlin comes out again as he goes 3 for 3 so far on field goals to extend their lead in the third quarter. Moving on to the fourth quarter, the Jets need something to keep up with the Buccaneers as Taylor rolls to his out and finds wideout Tyler Johnson, the former Buccaneer, for the first down and goes out of bounds at the 11. A couple plays later, Taylor will find Wilson over the middle as he walks into the end zone and scores as New York finally gets to the end zone to close the gap with Tampa. With a little over 10 minutes on the clock, Mayfield rolls out to his left and finds Sterling Shepard as he gets the first down and is brought down near midfield. Tampa could not score the touchdown, so McLaughlin comes out and makes the field goal, this time from 55 yards out to make it a 26-13 game. With less than 5 minutes to go, Taylor will find Johnson over the middle as he gets a first down on a 20-yard catch and run. The next play, Taylor checks the ball to running back Breece Hall as he breaks tackles and gets the first down outside the 30-yard line. As the Jets drive down the field, Taylor can't find anyone downfield, so he decides to take it for himself and runs it. He'll get a first down and more and goes out of bounds inside the 10 for first and goal. Fourth and goal, Taylor scrambling around to find anyone as he throws and finds wide receiver Allen Lazard in the back of the end zone and makes the catch and scores. The Jets now bring us to a one-score game with less than 4 minutes to go. At the start of the possession, Mayfield will fake the toss to Irving, look downfield, but he will take it himself for a huge run and will be tackled inside the 30-yard line, already having the offense in a position to score. However, Tampa stalls out again, sending McLaughlin to attempt his sixth field goal. As he makes the kick, it gets blocked by defensive end Will McDonald as he scoops it up and scores as the Jets get a late touchdown to go up by 1 in the fourth quarter. Head coach Aaron Glenn is happy with what he sees, but the Buccaneers won't go down quietly. Mayfield will start the drive by pump faking and throwing towards Ibuka inside the 40-yard line, already putting the offense in field goal range for McLaughlin to make the kick. Mayfield again will throw, this time to Shepard, as he makes the catch on a screenplay for a big game, setting up the game-winning field goal inside the 20-yard line. With 3 seconds on the clock, McLaughlin will try this from 36 yards to win the game. And this one goes through as the Buccaneers will win with a final score of 29-27. And Mayfield credits the resiliency that this Tampa team has.
I mean, it's much of the same. Resilient group, we stick together, and just the whole team. You know, when one part of it, one phase of it's, a little bit down, others got to pick it up and be there for you, and that's what this team's all about. We support each other no matter what. But yeah, it's a resilient, mentally tough group.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 3-0 for the first time since 2005. With the heroic efforts from Mayfield, he becomes the fourth quarterback to score a game-winning drive in each of their first 3 games since 2000. Not to mention that Tampa is the first to do so in the final minute of the game at the start of the season. The Bucs' next matchup will be against the Philadelphia Eagles at home, making this an early test to see if they can contend with the best in the league, but they won't be 100% coming into this game. The Bucs have 3 players on IR, including offensive lineman Cody Mauch, who is out for the year with a knee injury, and Luke Gedeke, who re-aggravated his foot injury and will be out for the next 4 games. Evans also injured his hamstring in their win over New York, but Tampa will be optimistic to see if he can come back to play in the coming weeks. Not to mention that they might have returning players. Both wide receiver Chris Godwin and left tackle Tristan Wirfs could return for their matchup against the Eagles if practice goes well for the both of them. Going forward, I will be giving my own power rankings after each week in the NFL to see which team will climb up or fall down. So after the first 3 weeks of the 2025 season, here are my Week 4 power rankings in the NFL. As of now, I have the Miami Dolphins in dead last after starting 0-3. They have not found anything going forward and continue to stumble as they might head towards a rebuilding phase at the end of the season. The Panthers, in my opinion, have jumped up after showing out at home, shutting out the Falcons 30-0. Speaking of which, both the Falcons and the Bengals, who were regarded as a top team to contend this season, have dropped to the bottom half of the rankings. quarterback Michael Penix has struggled to perform, and his latest showing doesn't help, leading him to be benched in their loss. As for the Bengals, the injury to Joe Burrow is showing as they got hammered by the Minnesota Vikings, showcasing that this team might not be able to secure a playoff spot. Moving on to the top half, I have multiple teams in different spots that feel right in my opinion. We'll start with the Kansas City Chiefs, who fall outside the top 10 to number 14. Sure, they got the win, but it was against the Giants and will face the Ravens in week 4. But other teams like the Indianapolis Colts, the San Francisco 49ers, and the Seattle Seahawks, who all had strong performances in their wins, move up ahead, especially the Colts, who are making a case as a top team so far in the AFC. Before we end here for today, we have the latest updates on injuries and stats to recognize from week 3. Plus, we'll be debating if some of these 3-0 teams are actually legit. We'll start with the injuries from the Dallas Cowboys. In their loss to the Chicago Bears, multiple players were injured, including wide receiver CeeDee Lamb. He suffered a high ankle sprain that will sideline him for the next 2 to 4 weeks. And another offensive player was just recently added to the injury report, which is rookie guard Tyler Booker. He suffered the same injury, but instead he'll be sidelined for 4 to 6 weeks. As for the rest of the league, multiple star players are hurt, like wideouts Mike Evans and Terry McLaurin. However, defensive end Nick Bosa and running backs James Conner and Najee Harris all had season-ending injuries, cutting their 2025 season short. After the conclusion of week 3, there were some outstanding performances that we need to bring to light, since it tells a small story of what's been really going on through these first 3 weeks of the season. Let's start with the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts lead the NFL in scoring with 103 points, which surprisingly more than any points scored through the first 3 games than any season of the Peyton Manning-led Colts. And they did only punt once so far. The only other team to start 3-0 and punt less than 5 times in the first 3 games was the 2007 New England Patriots. At the same time, quarterback Daniel Jones has 3 passing and 3 rushing touchdowns with no turnovers. No player in the Super Bowl era has ever reached these marks. Minnesota Vikings cornerback Isaiah Rodgers put on a defensive performance for the ages, one in which no one has ever seen before. In the Vikings matchup against the Cincinnati Bengals, he had a pick 6, a pass breakup, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery return for a touchdown. And the crazy thing is that he did all of that in just the first half. According to PFF, he was given a grade of 99.9, which is the highest grade ever given since it started in 2006. He also became the first player in NFL history to record a pick 6 of at least 85 yards and a fumble recovery touchdown of at least 65 yards in the same game. Seattle Seahawks rookie Torrey Holton made his mark in franchise history by returning a 95-yard punt return for a touchdown against the New Orleans Saints, which broke the previous record of 94 yards between Nate Burleson and Charlie Rogers. It was also the first punt return touchdown in almost a decade for the Seahawks. He also caught his second career touchdown in the second quarter, as no other player in the Super Bowl era has multiple receiving touchdowns and a punt return score in their first 3 career games. So far to this point in the season, only 6 teams remain undefeated. 3 of those 6 teams are the Indianapolis Colts, the San Francisco 49ers, and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's why I believe if these teams are legit or not. Starting off with the Colts, my result is that I'm buying into the Colts. Like I mentioned before, this offense has been firing on all cylinders, scoring more points than any team in the league. Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor have been playing outstanding, and the defense has been playing well through the 3 weeks. As someone who picked the Houston Texans to win the division, I might just have to change my answer considering what I have seen already. Next would be the Los Angeles Chargers. Quarterback Justin Herbert has been one of the league's best young quarterbacks. Coach Jim Harbaugh has found something that made Herbert click last year and has carried on into 2025. There are a few things to fix within the offense, but it hasn't stopped them yet, and the defense has played like a top 10 unit like last year. So for me, my input is that I'm buying into this team as well. Lastly are the San Francisco 49ers. San Fran has played tight games so far, especially coming off a 16-15 win over the Arizona Cardinals. I'll give my props to them for their undefeated start. However, I'm selling this team. There's no doubt that this team can become contenders, but the injuries are piling up with quarterback Brock Purdy and tight end George Kittle out over the next 4 weeks. And now with the defense losing defensive end Nick Bosa to an ACL tear, they are sorely going to miss his presence, and they did lose a number of starters in the offseason. So for me, I don't think I'm rolling with this team for the season. That's all for today. Tune in for another episode of Sports Tower Talk for more NFL news and highlights. One last thing before closing. I will continue to bring NFL content, but with the month of October coming up, keep an eye out for other news and highlights from sports, as we're about to start the postseason in the MLB and tip off for the 2025 season in the NBA. So to all you sports fans, I will see you next time.